Welcome. It's story time. Anytime. Hello to all my story lovers. Today's story name is Magic in the Air, written by Sudha Murty. And this story is taken from the book Magic Drum. Sheelavati and Jaishil were a poor old couple. Their only a precious possession was one cow. Once Jaishil fell sick. Soon all their money was used up in buying medicine and they realized they would have to sell the cow. Sheelavati would have to go to the market. She was a very simple woman, so her husband warned her, "Don't talk to anyone. Just walk to the market, sell the cow, and come back with the money." Sheelavati set off, leading the cow by a rope. On the way, she met four young men. They were local thugs who enjoy bullying and tormenting old people. When they saw Sheelavati with her cow, they decided to play a trick on her. One of them sneaked up behind her, united the cow and tied a goat in its place. Sheelavati had been walking immense in thought, worried about Jaishil. She was surprised when she heard a goat bleating behind her. It was true. Her cow had vanished and she was holding on to a goat. The four came to her and said, "There is some magic in the air these days. It turned your cow into a goat." Poor Sheelavati walked on with the goat. After a while, the crooks united the goat and tied a cock in its place. "Cuckoo-doo!" crowed the cock, and the Sheelavati was surprised again. Now the goat had become a cock. The thugs again shouted, "Magic in the air, Grandma!" Sheelavati now walked on with the cock. The boys crept again and tied a log of wood in place of the cock. Sheelavati was surprised to hear the sound of wood dragging on the road behind her. "Magic in the air, Grandma!" shouted the thugs again. Then, as she dragged the wood, the thugs united that too and ran away. When Sheelavati reached the market, she found she was holding only a rope in her hand. Feeling sad, she came back home. She had lost the cow and not got any money either. When she told Jaishil the story of the magic, he knew what had happened. He told his wife, "Tomorrow make chapati, vegetable and kheer for lunch. Make sure you cook for 4 people. I will come home with some guests. As soon as they come, you must say, 'I cook what the rabbit told me. Come, eat your lunch. Leave everything else to me.'" The next morning, Jaishil went and borrowed 2 identical rabbits from a friend. He left one at home and tied the other with the string and started walking towards the market with it. On the way, he too met 4 thugs. "Hey, grandfather!" they yelled. "Your wife's cow vanished yesterday. Where are you taking this rabbit now?" Jaishil sighed sadly and said, "This rabbit is like my son. It obeys my every word. But now I am sick and we need money, so I am having to sell it in the market." The 4 were surprised when they heard this. "Does it really understand what you say, grandfather?" they asked. "Of course it does. Here, watch me." Jaishil turned to the rabbit and said, "Hop home, little one, and tell your mother to make chapati, vegetable and kheer for 4 people." Then he united the string and let the rabbit hop away. He said to the boys, "Come home and have a lunch with me." When they reached Jesh's house, his wife welcomed them and said, "I cooked with the rabbit told me. Come, eat your lunch." And she laid out chapati, vegetable and kheer for each of them. What was more, they saw the rabbit sitting in the corner of the room, tucking into a green leaf. They were amazed and told Jayashil, "We will buy your rabbit." Jayashil pretended to think, then said, "It's very precious to me. How can I sell it?" When the four begged him and offered more and more money, he reluctantly agreed. They dropped a heap of coins in his hands and rushed away with the rabbit. Now the thugs had been blackmailing the landlord for some money. They said to the rabbit, "Go tell the landlord to come and give us our money in 10 minutes." The rabbit hopped off and they waited for the landlord. An hour went by, but there was no sign of him. They marched to his house, knocked loudly on the door and demanded, "Give us our money and the rabbit." The furious landlord ordered his largest bodyguard to give them a thrashing of their lives. Bleeding and bruised, the four went back to Jayashil. "You fooled us," they shouted. "Give us back our money at once." "There is magic in the air," said Jayashil. "The money has disappeared." Now this is the end of the story. Do you like it? Then comment it. Subscribe my channel. Bye bye.